Hold on. We are live.
Hello, Facebook friends and fans and followers, and there's probably like one person watching so far. Welcome to another Friday at 420. My name is Mike Neighbors, your host for the next 40 minutes, as we set about the business of entertaining you, and we will certainly try and do that. If you are listening to us on Funny 820 right now, it's Friday afternoon. The weekend's almost here. If you're joining us on the Facebook, then you can see something that the radio audience can't see. I am sans cowboy hat. I forgot my cowboy hat at home, and I don't have it. This is the first time I've ever been on the show without my cowboy hat on. And guess what? Our guest plays in a country rock band. Oh my God, stupid. Anyway, let's get to our guest, but first let's introduce our panel on this Friday at 420. And as usual, I'd like to say, everyone to say hello to our good friend, Mr. Patrick Capolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you, man?
I'm very good. Today's my birthday.
No.
Well, it's tomorrow, but I'm saying today because it's actually on Friday. So if you're listening on Friday, today is my birthday. But
if you're listening to Friday at 420 on the radio right now on Funny 820, happy birthday, Patrick!
Thank you.
It's like a time machine.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, happy birthday, man. That's cool. Would you like to reveal to the audience how aged you are?
Yes, I can legally drink this year. I'm 19 years old, finally.
Amazing.
Finally. No, I'm 31.
Oh, that's a good one, right? Because I'm pretty sure Manolis told me 31's the mushroom birthday.
Is it? No. Every year is the mushroom birthday for Manolis. It is.
I always have mushrooms, so.
Oh, no, we are on the radio, Manolis. Stop saying that.
All right.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Patrick. That's fantastic. Did you grow that mustache for Movember? Because Movember started. But I think you'd probably grow that full in about 4 days, right?
Yeah, yesterday. I was clean shaven yesterday. I woke up with this morning. I do the lazy way. I have a beard until November 1st, and then I shave the beard, and I keep the mustache. I want to have a mustache during November. I don't want to grow a mustache during November and then have it in December.
That's a good point. That's a good. I am not. I've done November before. You know what? I look like a porn star, to be honest with you. I look like one of those 70s porn. It's terrible.
You are a porn star.
Yeah.
Manolis, you treat me too kind. Please, everybody, say hello to our good friend Manolis Santos. How are you,
buddy? I am so happy. Not even a week ago, this an actual porn star, Elena Kushka. I think that's how you Kushka.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I think it's Elena Kushka. Anyways. She's Russian. Anyways, she said to me on Twitter, I did a joke and I put it up online, but like I referenced one of her movies. So, and she liked it. And then she proceeded to tell me on Twitter that she loves me.
Ooh, wow.
So
that's a pretty big deal for you because you've been an admittedly open porn star fan for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, come on. I think we all are. It's like it's also part of my maintenance.
Know the names of them, or don't openly talk about the fact that we know the names of them.
Well, I know her name. Anyways, it's a long story, but regardless, she told me that she would marry me too, on Twitter. So now I just got to get it up to a level of like a conversation between us. Like I need to talk to her, and then eventually see her. And then hopefully make love to her. So those are the steps I'm kind of going through right now.
You know what? They say that the path to success, Manolis, is setting goals. And I think that's what you're doing. You're setting small steps to get to a greater goal. And I like the fact that you're thinking big.
I'm going to take her name too.
What's that?
I'm going to take her name too. I'm going to give up my name.
Of course you are. You can't even pronounce it, but what the hell?
I don't care.
Everybody, please, let's welcome our guest in before he just leaves because he's like, I want no part of this. Everybody, it is so great to have him along with us for the ride today. Please welcome Mr. Matt Soliveri. Matthew, how are you, my friend?
Oh, how's it going? I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. For the audience listening on the radio on Friday at 420 on Funny 820, Matt just waved.
Oh yeah, radio.
What? Middle age, dude. Matt, tell us a little bit about this funky band you're in, and they got a new release coming up. But you guys are called
We're the Redhill Valleys.
The
based right
Red Hill Valleys. Let's just take a moment on that one, can we? The Red Hill Valleys is the band you want to look for. And you guys kind of like, not, we don't want to say country. We want to say kind of roots, Americana.
Yeah, it's a little mix of everything. There's definitely a little bit of country in there, old school country and roots, rock. Yeah, a little bit of everything kind of put together.
And what is the new single coming out on November 17th?
Yeah, November 17th, we have a new single coming out called If I Didn't Know You, which will be streaming everywhere. So yeah, we're we're excited about that. We haven't released music in a little while because of obvious reasons, and we felt like this is the time to do it. So
it's been holding you back, Matt.
I don't know. We're just lazy.
Singing through a mask, maybe that's difficult.
Yeah. It's tough.
What position are you in the band? What do you play an instrument? Do you sing?
No, I definitely don't sing, but I am the drummer of the band. There's also Tim who plays guitar. We have who plays guitar. Chelsea who sings and plays bass. I mean, everyone sings except for me, essentially. So
interesting too, because when you said the band's been around for a while, but I'm the most recent member.
Yeah.
And we were talking before we got on the air, and then right away in my mind, I'm like going, he must be a drummer, because that's the only position that changes regularly in a band.
That's it. Yeah, it's a revolving door. I'm just waiting for my turn to be kicked out, and then we'll get someone else in.
Well, listen, it is great that we've been able to wrangle you to be a part of Friday at 420. You said you've listened to the show before, so you know how the game is played, Matt. We're just going to throw some random topics up in the air. We'll see what sticks. And mostly they all stick to Manolis. So here we go. I'm twinkling. Number 3, Matt Soliveri of the Redhill Valleys. Your first topic on Friday at 420. Listen, this is a visual. For the people listening on the radio at home, this is going to suck, but you know what? It's the way it goes, man. If you're watching on Facebook, this is interesting. I brought my mask in because I have a very important question for you guys, okay? And if you notice, I have a Legion mask. I thought this was a really cool idea. And, you know, they're selling poppies this year, but they're also selling Legion masks to raise money for the veterans for November 11th. I thought that was super cool.
Smart.
So I got me one of those. So now I'm wearing it, and I'm kind of going through my day. So I've got it on now. I don't know if you can tell by listening to me. And then I do this. Inevitably, if I'm at my desk or something, I hang it by one ear. The mask hanging by one ear down. What I need to know from you guys, is that a cool look or is that a lame look? This is what I'm asking. Matt Soliveri, what do you think? The mask hanging from one ear when you're not in a space where you need to have the mask on, cool or not cool?
It's definitely cooler than some of the alternatives I've seen.
What alternative?
Do you ever see the one, I don't have my mask with me, but do you ever see the one where they put it just under the chin?
Under the chin? We've all done that one, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that. That's not a good look, I don't think.
The chin diaper.
Yeah.
It's good if you have a double chin, though. It's good. You can hide your chin.
I was just noticing that in the cameraman. Also, I was going, hey, that does hide the extra jowls. I kind of like that. So you think that one ear is good, better than under the chin?
Yeah, definitely. It's less secure, but it's I think a better look.
Okay, it's a better look. It's kind of like a big dangly earring or something, right?
Yeah.
Patrick, do you have an opinion on one ear hanging down, take it off completely, under the chin? What are you thinking? What do you think?
I think it's hard to look cool because I think there's too much going on. Like, it's too distracting because, like, I'm watching it, waiting for it to fall. I feel like you're trying to pretend like you're cool with it, but you're also trying to not let it fall off your ear. I think there's too much going on. I'm a fan.
It would be better just to remove it if I'm not wearing it. Yeah. Put it back on if I want to wear it.
But also, like, yeah, the chin thing makes more sense because you just slide it down and it's there, it's ready to go. Then you got to hook it back on when you're. Yeah, I think the ear thing.
But now look at your ears.
You don't.
Like
yeah, you don't look cool, but you look responsible and sensible. The other one's.
Patrick, I've never looked cool, so I'm not really worried. Manoli, you get the tiebreaker. So I got Matt saying hang it down by one ear. That's a cool look. He's in a band. He's getting chicks left and right.
Oh yeah, he's a drummer too.
I know. And then we got Capolino over there going, no, you don't want one ear. He honestly, if Lindsay gives it up to him once in a while, it's a good week. So which one are you going with?
I like to get 3 or 4 of them and I just shove them all in my mouth.
Oh, no.
And then I think we're all covered. What I like to do is I like to try to find ones with price tags on them, and I can leave them on, like like that. Remember that country girl? She had
Minnie Pro.
Yeah, she had the price tag off her. Yeah,
Always.
She's like
Price
legend.
tag.
OG. What's really good about these masks, though? You know what's amazing about these masks? It's like not even a week ago, I was in a public washroom, and I had to do a number 2. And there was no toilet paper. So I just used my mask to clean up.
Yeah.
The hard part was I just turned it the other way when I left.
Turn it inside out. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a fellow Redhill Valleys bandmate in the chat. That's Chelsea McWilliams.
Oh, Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea.
She said, use it as a headband. That's what Matt does.
Oh, yeah. I got the
There
head.
you go. Hey, that actually does look cooler than on the chin.
You look like Hulk Hogan.
That's quite
Yeah, you
fit.
do.
Okay, forget it. All
Okay,
right.
brother.
Let's. Okay.
Wait, Matt, you saw my dad today?
I saw your dad today.
Where?
Yeah, he was shopping. We were shopping, and he was shopping. He was grabbing some potato chips, and I saw him. He knows who I am now. He'd be like, he's like, you're Manoli's friend. I was like, yeah. And then he just kind of walks away. But it's a nice little encounter, and it makes my day.
You're Manoli's friend. Yeah. Okay. Just leaves. Yeah, you confirming you were Manoli's friend is what made him leave. If you weren't his friend,
How
he'd
are
stay
we
around
friends?
town.
I even forget.
We met, dude, so long ago. So like I said, I've always been a comedy fan ever since I was like a kid. And back in the day when like the Comedy Channel played comedy, like stand-up and stuff, I would watch it. And Manolis' special came on. It was the what was that one? The comedy
now.
Comedy
Comedy
Now.
Yeah.
And for real, I'm not just saying this. It was like one of my favorites of like that whole series. And then, as I got older, and then like I started going to, going to bars and stuff, I ran into him at Absinthe at Motown night. And I was like, that's the dude, that's Manolis, that's that comedian. And then we just talked, and he talked to me we talked for like an hour and a half. And it was like blaring music. We're just kind of yelling at each other, but we talked. And then we just kind of, from then, I don't know, we just stayed friends.
Oh, cool.
That was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a heartwarming story. Thanks for derailing our radio show.
But then he took me to the bathroom, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah. You know how many girls met Manolis at Absinthe? They're like, hey, that was my lifeguard.
We met the same way, I think.
Yeah. Did he sleep with you too?
We tried.
Manoli
I didn't have a beard back then. I was a little bit more smooth.
Manoli doesn't like the girls who mention that he was their lifeguard anymore because they're way too old. Listen, since Chelsea, your bandmate in the Redhill Valleys, has joined the broadcast and she's like watching on the Facebook, we thought we'd let Chelsea ask the next question. So here it is from Chelsea. This one for Manolis. What is our position on wrestling? How do we feel about wrestling, Manolis? Chelsea did not really ask that question. I just
No.
Oh, okay.
She did comment something else. She said the band is just a launching pad for Matt's comedy career.
Yeah. Basically it.
We should get her in. Can we get her in on this, or is can you add someone?
Yeah.
that would be super difficult for me to pull off.
Okay.
Live radio show, Manolis.
Okay. Wrestling. What's my?
What's your position on wrestling? Do we like wrestling? Did we at one time like wrestling? Do we not like wrestling anymore? Do we think wrestling's silly? Do we love it and watch like Monday Night Raw every Monday night? I mean, what? I don't know.
I think. Oh, I don't watch it anymore. I used to watch it when I was a kid, but I do like the entertainment value of wrestling. And my favorite thing of wrestling is because like everybody says it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. You can argue that it's obviously this kind of like you kind of know what the outcome's going to be, but when you jump off these rings and land on your back, and there's no way that you're not putting severe damage to your body. They put themselves through so much hell for our entertainment. But I remember I think it was the 80s. I remember this reporters trying to be all like, it's fake, just say it's fake, right? And I don't know if you have seen this clip, but this wrestler, I forget who he was, but just it's fake, is it? He grabs him and he body slams him right there. And the guy's like, oh, he's like, because I think broke his back, and it was like the best thing I ever saw in my life.
How fake is this, buddy?
Yeah. But
you make a very valid point. I mean, they are tremendous athletes, and I think we can't rob them of that. It's just as an entertainment source, you don't watch wrestling anymore.
I mean, look at Roddy Piper. Remember him? He's
Sure.
he's the first guy. He's the first villain that you liked. Like, think how like that how hard is that to do? Like, he was like a bad guy, but everybody loved him. You know, he was like, and then he did one of the best movies of all time was They Lived. I don't know if you must have saw that, right? They Lived, when he was like he realized there was aliens on Earth because he had these weird glasses and he could see the aliens.
Wow.
And he was like,
Roddy Piper was in a movie called They Live about aliens.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, it's legendary. It's
Okay.
like one of the best. It's a cult movie, man. It's one of the best movies
Yeah.
of all time.
It's-
They lived, dude.
Not
It's
sure if I want to check it out.
dude. It's so dope.
Matt,
Yes.
what are you a wrestling fan right now?
Currently, no. I can't say I am.
Okay.
When I was younger,
Yeah.
yeah, I liked it. My brother and I used to enjoy it. Monday Night Raw, you know?
Yes.
I was terrified of The Undertaker as a kid. I would run up my basement stairs every time I turned the light off because I thought he was coming to get me. But even better, have you ever seen independent wrestling? Like backyard type wrestling?
Oh yes, on YouTube. I've seen YouTube videos, right, of the.
Yeah, apparently there's a cult following for like independent wrestling, and during the summer, because now everything has to be outside. My parents, their backyard backs to a Knights of Columbus, and they were doing wrestling matches in the back, in like broad daylight, and we would just stand over the fence and watch, and it was intense, man. Those guys, they go all out, and there's not much regulation, so it's pretty scary.
That's pretty cool, man. That's a cool story. Matt Soliveri is our special guest on this Friday at 4:20. We got to get Patrick Capolino's take on wrestling.
wrestling.
Did you guys ever see the movie? I forget the name of the movie now. It's called The Wrestler, wasn't it? There was a movie called The Wrestler with.
yeah.
Mickey Rourke.
That was a fantastic movie.
I didn't see it. I heard it was. Yeah. No, I did see it.
Incredible movie, right?
I liked. I always get confused. That one came out at the same time as The Fighter, I think, right? The one with Christian Bale.
Yes.
Is that what it was called? I like that one better, but I like.
Oh, did you? Okay.
But here's the thing. Before I get into my opinion on wrestling, it's funny you brought this up, and it's a music episode. Matt, you probably know. Do you know the band The Creep Show?
Yeah.
From Hamilton, Kenda Legaspi.
Yeah.
So the lead singer Kenda, she's from Hamilton. She just posted something. I think it was yesterday that she's in a wrestling video game. It's a Canadian wrestling game called Canadian Rock Wrestling, and it's all like
Really?
Canadian musicians in wrestling in a video game. So I thought that was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so you check that out.
See, it's all coming together here.
But that all being said, no, I do not like wrestling.
You didn't like it when the Undertaker was forcing someone to get married?
No, see,
in the
I
ring?
must have been from the generation like just after, because I have a lot of friends that are like just a few years older than me that are like super into wrestling. They go to all the WWE stuff and like, you know what I mean? Like they know.
Yeah.
I think I was just young enough.
There was definitely a time period there where it was like the biggest thing on the planet was WWE, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they were all over the world. It was the biggest damn thing on the planet.
'cause-
And it always ebbed and flowed a little bit. But I remember as a kid, my Dutch grandfather was like 85, didn't speak a lick of English, but you could not interrupt him on Saturday afternoons when wrestling was on. And there's no way you told him it was fake. I mean,
Yeah.
It was real to him what was going on there. And that was back in the days of the really old, right? The Whipper Billy Watson and the Sheik and the Iron Sheik and all really old stuff. And my grandfather, that was real, and he watched it every Saturday. So it does go through these ebbs and tides, but I thought it was an interesting question that Chelsea posed. So thank you for that, Chelsea. That was great.
Isn't the Sheik insane?
Oh yeah.
Isn't he like crazy?
Oh, I was gonna share something that he posted like yesterday. He was something about the election. Everything he posts on Twitter is insane. I actually I got to meet him years ago when I was working on the J.R. Diggs show. He was one of the guests, and he put me in the camel clutch.
Did it
He did.
smell?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a picture of it somewhere. But
Yeah, he's crazy though.
You know, Jimmy Thompson Rec Center, they used to have wrestling matches there, like through the 40s and the 50s.
Yeah, well, they used to come up through where I lived in Newmarket, and it was like they'd take over the arena, and the Iron Sheik would fight Billy Red Lions and stuff. And it was, I mean, as a kid, I went there, and it was like it was real to me, man. And there was blood spurting everywhere, and as Matt said, the Sheik definitely a little whack-a-mole. Manolis, that was your question. This one's for Patrick Coppolino. Friday at 4:20, our special guest, Matt Soliveri, from the very talented band, the Redhill Valleys, with a new single coming out November 17th called
If I Didn't Know You.
Thank you, Matt. I went for it, and then all of a sudden I'm going to butcher it for sure. Hey, how about this for Patrick as a topic on Friday at 4:20? Do you ever text just the letter K?
Yeah, the way everyone does. So when you're like annoyed with someone, and they
so
say
it's an annoying. So you believe texting K to somebody is kind of like almost a little flipping them the bird kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think if you just type K as normal, like KK is good. KK is friendly.
Okay, don't do three of them.
Three of them's not friendly. Two's the special number. Three's awful, and one is rude.
Yeah, and if you do two Ks and your machine auto corrects to three, then you got to.
Yeah, you got to reevaluate your.
You got to reevaluate your life.
So going just K means like what? Okay, dude. Like you're like.
No, it literally means like it'd be like you asking me something, and I just went K. That's how I read it as K.
It's not a negative. It's not an affirmative K. It's a negative, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to understand this because I know people who K, and they think it's perfectly fine just because they're too lazy to respond to me, so they just drop me a K. But I think there's a negative connotation to it.
Yeah.
So you would do it if you in fact wanted to pass on that negative connotation, Patrick.
Yes.
Excellent. Matthew Soliveri.
Yes. I have to back up.
You even know how to text? You're a drummer. I think that's probably a little out of your range.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I don't understand words.
Yeah. I have to talk on a phone only. No, I'm in the same boat as Patrick. I would just put a K if I was annoyed. I think that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
And otherwise, if you want to respond to me, but you're feeling good about our relationship and where we're at as pals, you're going to take the time to write out at least a couple of words.
Yeah, even if I'm just trying to say okay, I would write okay with an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
That's like okay. That's like a happy thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you want to get rid of me. You want me to stop yammering on. Then you're like, just drop a K, man. Get out of here. Get out of my face.
I'm an OKAY kind of guy.
Me too. OKAY.
Yeah.
You know what I am? So, and I don't ever.
Look, that's me and the Iron Sheik.
Oh my God! It's the Iron Sheik with Patrick in a camel clutch. Was the Iron Sheik's patented move?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That is incredible, dude. Wow. And you got that on your phone?
Yeah.
You just carry that around with you?
Yeah, it's my background. It's been my background for 16 years.
Is it?
No, it's not. I just pulled it up.
Back to our texting conversation. I'm a wordy guy. I use a lot of words. I like using words. I like writing. But you said, Patrick, you're an okay guy. You say you would write okay, OKAY. Same with you. I would write okie dokie. I think that's really right now. I'm really being.
I like that.
I like you. Okie dokie.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna start using that in situations where I should use K. Like someone's really pissing me off, I'll be like okie dokie. It'll confuse them.
Manoli.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, buddy, do you ever drop the K? What are you doing?
Dude, no, I've never just used the letter K. I didn't. This is even news to me. I didn't even know it was like this, like rude to just put like mean to put K. I don't like texting at all. So the problem with me is like if you start trying to have a conversation to me, I'll literally will say like because I'll just talk text right onto my phone and I'll say, but I'll like say, what are you doing? If you want to keep doing this, call me. Like I don't understand people that want to have these long conversations through the phone, like through texting. Like I don't understand. Like why do you think I like using my thumb and my brain where I can't even spell? So it's like it's taking me an eternity to try to figure out which way to spell the word there. You know what I mean? Like because there's 3 different ways to spell it, and I don't have time for any of them. Okay, but when you call,
you always get it wrong.
I always get it wrong, and this like this conversation right now, like why can't this be like you call me, we like, you know, I call you, Mike, you answer their phone. Most people like I call someone, they'll like text me like what's wrong, like I don't know, maybe you not being a human being and like allowing yourself to answer the phone and talk to me for a minute. Like you and it's not like you owe me money, just answer the phone.
I think it's a little backwards. I think because I think like a conversation over text could be casual for most people who don't struggle with reading and writing. It's a more casual experience, and they could be doing something else. They don't have to give their full attention. But like a phone call, if you're gonna call me, there should be a reason you're calling me, and we should discuss that and then hang up. I don't want to be on phone calls. Turn into these hour-long ramblings about.
Matt, we're right in the middle of
my problems are your problems. That's what you need to understand. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have time. Like you don't have time for me to talk to me on the phone for 5 minutes.
It's never 5 minutes though. That's the problem.
You think I want to wake up at 8 a.m. and wait for 2 hours at court to get you out of jail? You think that's my life? You think that's what I'm so excited right now. I hope I can do this every weekend. You take my call, Patrick, and that's how it works.
I don't know if you guys can see this. This might be a little bit backwards or something. I don't know. Yeah. This is Manola's texting. So these lips, Manola sends me the lips a lot. I don't know if you guys get the lips from Manola. I get the lips a lot. It freaks me out a little bit.
I get a different kind.
But you'll also notice over the course of a couple of texts, dude was mentioned like 4 times. We got 4 dudes and 2 lips there. That's Manolis and I texting.
Yeah. You know why I do the lips?
Nobody's dropping a cake.
Because I have no love in my life, and so I like to pretend. I like to pretend that I'm in some type of relationship, and I go like a little kiss, and I like to pretend like you're a girl, and you're like, and like I maybe you love me too.
I never show love my hair.
Sometimes Manolis will call me a few times if I'm not able to answer it, and then he'll text me and say, "Call me, please. It's important. We'll only take a minute. Call me." And I'm like, "Okay." I call him, and it's like, "So on Thursday, should we do it at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock?" Like, why couldn't you text me that? And then we were on the phone for like an hour and a half.
You know what?
He's lonely, Patrick. He's lonely.
Leave him alone.
Yeah. Manolis, when I get the heart lips, the lips emojis, are you into your phone or do you actually?
Oh yeah, you talk to text. How do you do that?
No, there's the emojicons. I go to the like those are easy because I don't have to spell out.
They're just pictures.
Yeah,
I'm just more comfortable knowing you're not going to your phone.
Manolis would have killed it if we were still doing the hieroglyphs. If he could just draw what he wanted to say.
That would be amazing. Math is great too, man, because you don't have to spell the word like
3.
14, 3, whatever.
It's Friday, 420. I'm Mike Neighbors, your host here on Funny 820. And if you're watching on Facebook, thank you for joining us. We hope you're enjoying it so far. We have more to go with our special guest, Matt Soliveri of the band Redhill Valleys. Matt, talk to me a little bit about your music career, man. Where did it come from? Where you been in music for a long time?
Yeah, that's kind of what I've always done. I started playing drums when I was really young. My dad kind of put us into. He was a big music fan. Forever, and he played a little bit of drums when he was growing up and had like a band with his buddies, and then I just kind of took it on when I was like 12 and just never stopped. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, people at home can see this. If you're on Facebook, you can see this, but in that back corner of the room you're in, Matt.
Yes.
I don't know where this is. This your home or whatever. I have the exact same fake plant in the corner of my room. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I'm actually in my fiance's makeup room because that's the best lighting, and I thought that would be. You guys would appreciate that.
That's fantastic.
I had a Christmas tree that was that big for like 4 years.
I'm looking at the tree in the corner. I'm going, hold it. Is Matt at my house? So everybody, we got to get another topic on here. And Matt, we're going to give you this one. And
Sure.
since you have a fiance, which is news to us here on the show, and congratulations, by the way.
Thanks, man.
So what I want to know, and this is, I wrote down best pickup line, but I don't want to know the best pickup line. What I want to know is the best approach. If you are trying to start up a conversation with somebody who you find attractive, whether it be online or in a bar or whatever, what's the best approach? What would be Matt Soliveri's approach to scoring?
His fiance's in the chat. She's listening, Mike. Mike always tries to get everyone in trouble on this show.
Dude, I've been out of the dating game for so long that I've talked about this with people before. If for some reason I was single again, I would be so screwed. I don't even know what to do.
So listen, I'll let you off the hook a little bit here. Tell us how you met your fiance.
There you go.
You know, it came from music. I was playing in a band. It was like a cover band. I was doing weddings and stuff.
You're marrying a groupie.
Yeah. No, actually, it was the singer of this cover band. It was her sister, and we kind of reconnected because we went to the same high school. Reconnected when I was like in college, I guess. And then I was like, "Oh, she likes me, and let's just lock this down because
I've never met someone who does.
no one else is gonna like me like this, so I better lock this down."
How many times I've sat there and my wife has said to me, why did you want to marry me? And I'm like, do you remember what I looked like back then? I was like, I had no options.
Yeah.
I love my wife. I do. But it's just a funny thing to think about. What is your fiance's name? Just the first name. I don't know.
Her name's Julia.
Julia?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Julia. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you so much for watching.
She says
Thank
hello.
you for marrying Matt and taking him off our hands. We appreciate that. He was starting to drag us down a little bit. Patrick Coppolino, your best approach. I know you're in a significant relationship.
Yeah.
But what was your approach? What's the smooth Patrick Coppolino move that got him so many women?
It was
And being drunk.
It's the same as Matt, except comedy. We get no. It's what is it? What's her name? The famous lady that banged JFK.
Oh,
Marilyn
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe.
yeah.
She said if you can make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything, and it's mostly true.
Except the dishes.
Still a couple of things he's hoping it'll work out one day.
Yeah.
Manoli, you're the only single one among us. Give us the goods, man.
Yeah.
What's it like out there in the war? What's it like in the trenches?
I used to always want a girlfriend. Now, like, I would like try to like pick up girls, and now I don't try to pick up girls because I'm afraid of having a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want. Like, I'm afraid that it will work, and next thing I know, I'm like, what? I'm in a relationship, and like, but through the years, I honestly like it's comedians really get really bad eventually at picking up girls because we depend so much on whether we had a good set or not. So that sucks. Like, because we'll meet chicks at, I'm sorry, ladies at comedy shows.
Also, still working out the modern language, yes. Right.
And but when I used to, before I did stand up, or if I ever like really wanted to try to meet a girl, and I didn't have the luxury of them seeing me on stage and having the easy way of like just like, oh yeah, what, you're so funny, oh really, oh that thing, whatever, and you just start chatting with them. It's easy, right? But what I would do, and it did actually work, I'd go right up to a girl that I was really like it was so stunning. I just go up to her, I'm like, listen, I'm sorry, but I have to talk to you. You are like, if I don't talk to you, I'm going to be like, if I leave tonight and I didn't talk to you, I'm just going to be upset that I never tried to talk to you. So I'm really sorry to bother you, but I just want to meet you.
Just almost like just a pure honesty.
Yeah, pure honesty. But they're also like, I don't know, man. It's like women seem to really like I don't know. I don't know if it's like confidence, but just like being that direct. Where like she's like, holy cow, this guy just like, they're like, I'm so beautiful that he couldn't control himself. He had to come up to me and just like try to, you know.
But it makes sense, right? I mean, they everybody, men and women, we can see through kind of the crap. And so, just being just like, hey, listen, I'm a relatively unobnoxious guy, and I think you're kind of cool. And then off you go.
Right, but it seems like, yeah, I agree, but it seems like every girlfriend I actually ever have, they've all decided that they wanted me. Like I don't think I've ever had a girlfriend where I actually was able to woo them. Like I think women are really like they know what they want
Women are
more
so
than
much.
we.
They're so much better at. They're more forgiving with appearances than men are. Like at first glance, my odds are not very good at all. But like if you spend some time with me, the odds go up a bit. But women are they're way better at like, oh, they can find you attractive because of your personality.
I know they're just better. They're just better human beings.
They're better people.
Always.
This is always the gold on this show when four guys sit there and start talking about what women think.
Listen, guys, this is what women want, okay?
Like, but if they,
Oh, you.
but they're willing to like get to know it, like I think I love this guy, you know, like we're just like we just want we're attracted to him and then we go from there, you know, and we just hope we hope they're cool, but they're just
they could find you not physically attractive and kind of not like you as a person, and you can win them over if you are a good person. But
Are Julia and Chelsea still paying attention?
They put in all caps LOL. I think we missed the mark on this one.
tell them I love them.
That was the smartest one of the bunch. You didn't say a word.
I need to talk.
Mike, we should actually have like a full-time woman on the show, probably.
Just to throw stuff at us.
Hey, can we run a contest to get a female co-anchor?
All right.
Okay. I guess not. Sorry, ladies. I tried.
You know what? We can run the contest. I just don't know who the hell would want to sit here with us for 40 minutes every once a week. But we can certainly run the contest. We can if there's any ladies watching on Facebook, any ladies listening on Funny 820, you want to be on this show? Hell, we'll bring you on, man. Let us know. This is Friday at 420, and we're almost out of time. You can believe it went by that fast, but I do have one topic left. I want to share this with you, and it's interesting that we have a musician on here because it came from a song. I had not heard this term for this before. Heard a song, thought. It's a pretty funky song, and it's not a song any of you probably would have heard because it's a weird song. But at the same time, I thought it was a cool name. So what I want to know from you is what is the best nickname for marijuana? Matt Soliveri, you're in a band? Holy crap. You must hear all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
All like smacked up.
The best nickname for marijuana.
Give me a nickname. Give me something that I'll share with you guys what the song was. The song that I was listening to was by a country band. That country kind of Americana band is called. They're called the Cadillac Three.
Oh yeah.
And they have a new song out called Devil's Lettuce. And I'd never heard marijuana called the Devil's Lettuce before.
Never?
And I thought that's pretty. No, never. That's pretty cool. So Matt, do you have one? Is there something that sticks out in your mind? Some kind of weird metaphor for drugs, some kind of weird nickname for drugs that you're kind of like, wow, that's always kind of funny to me? Or
yeah, you know what? Recently, it's not marijuana. It was a nickname for cocaine.
Okay.
And I heard the comedian Tom Segura. He said it. He called them snortables, and I thought that was amazing. So snortables, I think, is my top right now.
That's awesome. Snortables, very cool, man. See, I knew this would work. All right, Patrick Coppolino, you got a name for illegal substances or now legal substances, something that's a cute nickname for it that you like?
Sticky Icky.
Sticky Icky.
I like that one.
That's not a sex thing, right? That's a marijuana term? Sticky Icky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Sticky Icky.
What is that? That's not a brand. That's just a nickname.
No, it's just a slang. Yeah.
Sticky Icky.
It's funny. It's like saying okie dokie in a text. Okay, want some sticky icky? Okie dokie.
I'm in the okie dokie. Nice. Manolis, you probably of all the four of us the most familiar with drugs. Is there something that sticks out to you that you find really funny?
Yeah, well, two things. Your friends, if they have edibles, they should not leave them out like they're just regular candies. Because I just took some edibles the other week and I got crazy high and I thought I was having a nervous breakdown. because I was like, why am I getting so stoned right now? And then I'm like, my friend was like, I didn't give you any edibles. And so I was like, oh my God, there's a tumor pushing against my brain. And I'm at that moment where I'm just about to die.
This is it. This is the end.
This is the end. I really thought that. I was like, I was like, I must, because when you're like super stoned, but you're informed that you didn't take any drugs, your next logical thought
dying.
is like, I'm dying, or I'm going crazy, or I'm having some sort of breakdown. Like I was like ready
This
to
is some sort of, all of the things I've consumed in my life are now coming back to haunt me all at once.
Yes, it's bad. Something bad is about to happen, and I'm trying to hold it together because I don't want everybody to think I'm like everybody. I'm so stoned that people think gonna go, Manolis is having did you see Manolis' meltdown? Like,
But did you learn a lesson there? Didn't you, Manolis?
What, I don't know what it
That
was.
when you go to people's houses, you can't just start reaching into their food and eating it without asking. If you have like anything in the fridge at your house and he's over, he'll just go while he's talking, go in your fridge. You'll eat your leftovers.
Really?
So that's what you get. But I'm putting weed in all my food now.
Wow. I didn't know that about
Remember
you.
that?
But you come over to my house, and I always say, hey, you want anything?
I know. I know.
Eat. I'm Greek. That's how I am. Like,
Remember the
That's
crackers?
European.
One time I saw like the old like the cheese and crackers, the stick ones, the sticks you dip it in the cheese. I hadn't had those since I was a kid. I saw them at the store. I bought 4 of them. Manolis came over once and he ate like all of them while he was standing there.
I eat like 2 or 3, Mike.
Okay, I bought 4.
All right.
So
Fine.
I was like, by the time he ate the last one, I was like, Manolis, like I wanted those. And then so he made it. He's like, oh, is that I can't eat your cheese and crackers, blah blah. So literally the next day he shows up with like a Costco like 40 pack of cheese and crackers. He throws it at me. He goes, there. Now can I have one?
Right. And my nephew did the same thing. He said, stop drinking my juice boxes. So I bought a giant box of juice boxes and put it in the fridge. His fridge. I'm like, these are my juice boxes. Do you understand?
Yeah. Don't have one. You can't have one.
I will say this. When weed was against the law, I used to always say I was a big pothead back in the day. I would always give my friends crap for holding the joints like a joint. I would say,
Hold it like a cigarette.
Hold it like a cigarette. Hold your joints like a cigarette.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be a speed score.
Okay.
Especially if you're driving.
Still no nickname.
Yeah, what was the nickname? I was waiting for the nickname.
I don't know. I have no nickname. Weed,
There's
marijuana.
Oh, you smoking a little of the devil's lettuce, buddy?
Yeah, I like that one. No, I never really had a word, man. I just like.
Okay, listen, we got to wrap that. Oh man, this is so short. Man, Fridays at 4:20 keeps getting shorter and shorter. You guys are so much fun to hang around with. Matt Soliveri, the Redhill Valleys new song coming out November 17th. Before you get to that, maybe you want to hear some of their music. I bet you there's other stuff we could access on Spotify or Apple Music or.
Absolutely. Anywhere that you could stream music, search up the Redhill Valleys and you'll find a ton of stuff. Go on YouTube. We got a bunch of videos up there. You could pre-save the new song as well. If you go to our Instagram, there's a link for it. So be sure to pre-save it. And November 17th, the tune comes out, followed by a video. So
What's the Instagram account? Just Redhill Valleys?
Yeah, the Redhill Valleys. And Redhill, everyone gets this wrong. I'm going to put it down on the record now. Redhill, it's one word. Okay? Everyone is always red.
Yeah.
So it's always one. So type it in at 1 and you'll find it.
Okay. The Redhill Valleys. Redhill is one word. Valleys is one word. Just one word. There we go. Matt, it was great having you here. Thank you so much, man. You did an awesome job for us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Next week, we'll have a new drummer on the show.
Or the Redhill Valleys.
Dr. Coppolino, what do you got to say, man? Things cooking at Levity, eh?
Things are cooking so much that we've canceled Fridays. It's no, I'm kidding. We have canceled Fridays, but because we want Saturdays to be amazing. The Wednesday nights amateur night, and the weekend shows are now Saturday at 8:00. This Saturday, I will be hosting because it's my birthday, and we have the hilarious Sam Norton headlining. He's super funny. You're going to want to see him. And then, we got John Doerr coming up. Tickets are actually flying for John Doerr. We've got just a few tables left for each show. November 27th and 28th. We're doing 4 shows. That's a Friday and Saturday. I think 7 o'clock and 9:30 both nights. So
So
get your
that'll
tickets
be
for that.
so go to levitycomedyclub.com for your tickets to
Yes.
John Doerr. Please go out and see Patrick this Saturday night, man. It's his birthday. He's going to have a great time. You'll get to meet Patrick. You'll get to meet Patrick's wife, and
Manolis will be
Manolis for
there.
sure. Manolis, of course, he's hanging out there, and he's like,
Also, oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say we also launched. We just released our New Year's Eve tickets today
Really?
on the website. Yeah, so dinner and show New Year's Eve.
Are you positive there's going to be a New Year's Eve this year?
No, and no refunds.
We're doing it.
You know what? Let's blow it up. You know who's going to be performing at the New Year's Eve show? Redhill Valleys. I got it. I have an in with the drummer.
We'll
Don't
do
worry.
it.
We should.
Let's line her up, boys. Manolis, you get the last word. What's it going to be, brother?
I hope Biden wins. First of all, we didn't talk.
Oh
about
yeah,
it,
we didn't
but-
talk about that at all.
No,
I thought everybody I considered us opening with election talk, and I just thought, you know what, up to here, the whole damn thing, and it's not even our friggin' country.
I know.
Anyway,
I just want to see his meltdown.
No, I'm with you, man. I understand.
My friend's got a store. You can find them online on Instagram. It's called Groovy Ruby. It's GROOVY RUBY_. What are you? Why is everybody laughing at me? I don't understand.
Well,
Okay.
well, because you weren't just spelling that off the top of your head. You were reading that.
Yeah. I know that I can't read. I know I can't spell. I'm not dumb, Mike. And
That's
I'm
awesome.
just smart-
I'm not
I know-
stupid. I know I can't read, guys.
dude, I'm just smart enough to know that I'm done. Okay. Also, my friend, if you go to Levity, you see all the things that are framed and sealed on the wall. It's all done by my friend Sealed Art on Gage and Maine. Sealed Art. Les and Julian own the store. Go talk to them.
Awesome.
Tell myself.
That's it for this edition of Friday at 420. Thank you to Manolis Zontanos, Patrick Coppolino, and of course our special guest Matt Soliveri of the Redhill Valleys. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for watching on Facebook. We are so sorry that this happened, Julia and Chelsea, and this just was a mess. And for you listening on the radio, thank you so much for listening to Funny 820. And until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend.
See ya.